After that experience, but then of course, oh, I'll get emotional. Woof.
That is some of the fakest ass shit I've ever seen. I see, Kat, why you didn't want this interview aired. That's Kat Kamek out of Florida, who recently was interviewed on the Tara Palmieri show. And after it was done, she was like, could you maybe not include this whole part about my ectopic pregnancy gone bad? And Tara was like, yeah, this was all on the record and nothing off the table. So yeah, I'm going to air it. And now we're going to talk about it. So Kat is a representative out of Florida. She is a forced birther, and last year she had an ectopic pregnancy and she had to get it removed, and in trying to do so at the hospital ran into some problems based on the very laws she helped put in place. And of course it is rules for thee, not for me, when it comes to these Republicans. And she still to this day says, well, it was the liberals' fault.
And I said, what's going on? And she said, well, um, according to the law, if we give you a shot of methotrexate, we are going to be held liable. And the doctor is very concerned. And I said, well, one, I'm 5 weeks. The law says 6. And I'm 5 weeks. There is no heartbeat. And this is very clearly a, danger to the life of the mother situation. And she said, oh, no, I know that. But she turned, and then she takes her phone and she shows me an advertisement that was from a group that said that any nurse, technician, doctor that had helped any woman who was miscarrying or having a topic, that they would go to jail.
Now, I'm no lawyer, but if a nurse is using a pro choice ad on her phone to dictate your level of care, you have a lawsuit on your hands. Could it possibly be you didn't want this to go up because you knew that was a complete fabrication and you just made that up, pulled that out of your ass? Now, let's take a look at the question that resulted in that super dramatic beginning.
And so, I mean, does it make you at least want to rethink these abortion laws in some way?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a couple things here. After that experience, but then of course, oh, I'll get emotional. Woof.
Yeah, she was just asked if she thinks the law should be changed based on her experience, and that's how she responded. Lastly, we'll just touch on how she claims this has all made her more pro-life than ever, and how really this has just hurt women's healthcare. I'll let you watch.
Has made me more of an advocate for life. I do think women's healthcare has been reduced to this issue and maybe one or two others. And it is a horrible disservice to women.
Hey, Kat, if you don't like that, you have no one to look at but yourself. You are the one who is politicizing this. You are the one who is making this the only issue people care about. Because when I looked at the bills that you've introduced for women's health, and you're right, there are a lot of issues that affect women. Almost all of yours were about banning abortion, except for a resolution that would clarify the law that you helped pass that then fucked you over last year. So it would seem that you don't actually give a shit about women's healthcare. You just don't want people focusing on your hypocrisy.